This is a 100 chart. We can see it over here. What do you notice when you look at it? Something I notice is that all of these rows, I count by tens. Look at that. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Something else that I notice, and maybe you notice this too, but all of the numbers here all have a 5 in them. They're all in the ones place. While, like this row, for example, they all have a 2 in the ones place. Anything else that you notice? All the numbers going this way, for example, in this one, these are all numbers in the 20s. They all start with a 2. Then here's the 30. Yeah, so there's lots of things we can notice on the hundreds chart, and it's a very helpful tool for us to use. So let's take a look here. Our directions say I can skip count using a 100 chart. So we're going to be practicing skip counting today with the 100 chart. So here it says skip count by fives. Color the numbers you say. Okay, we are really good at counting by fives. So go ahead and I want you to count by fives with me. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Now I want us to count by tens, okay? 10, 20, 30, 40. I want you to compare counting by fives and tens. What do you notice? Well, all the tens when you're counting are just in this row. But when you count by fives, they're in this row and this row. But the rest of these are not even touched. We're going to skip count by tens here. Go ahead and skip count with me. So we have 0, 10, 20, 30. What comes next? 40, 50, 60. What's last? 70. There was 4 spots, so we filled in those 4 spots. Alrighty. Now it wants us to skip count by fives. Ooh. We could use the hundreds chart to help us if we're not sure. So look over here. So it starts with 5, or sorry, it starts with 0. We can't even see 0. So it's 5, 10, 15. What comes next? 20. What comes after 20? When you count by fives. 25. You can see that on his chart here. What's next? 30. Then what comes after 30? The 35. Yeah. Okay, the last ones we're going to skip count by twos. Now we didn't do that over here on our chart. They did do it up here for us, but I'm going to have us do it on our chart first. So when we skip count by twos, it goes 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40. Notice that all of those are in the same row as well. Interesting. Okay, well, we can use our work over here to fill in the blanks. We have to fill in 5 of them. Okay, so we had 0, 2, 4, 6. Well, what's 2 more than 6? 8. Then what? 10. What comes after 10? Well, there's nothing else over here. What do I need to do? I'm going to go back down to the next line. It's like when you read a book. So then 12, 14, and then, is it the 15? It's not, because that's only one more. We got to do two more. That's the 16. There we go. Alrighty, on your math sheet, you are going to be doing something very similar. You're going to skip count by twos and color the numbers you say yellow. So we're going to use yellow. Skip count by twos. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. You could use a marker. That'd probably be quickest, and you just dab it once. I'm not going to keep going. You need to fill in all the way up to 100. I'm going to give you a hint. 100 is also a number when you count by twos. Then it wants us to skip count by fives. Circle the numbers you say. So you're going to use your pencil and you're going to circle them. So 5, whoops, 10, 15, 20, and you're going to go all the way down until you get to 100. I know you can do that. Then it says skip count by tens. Put an X on the numbers you say. Okay, so then you were going to draw an X. 10, 20, 30. You skip count all the way down until you get to 100. Then you'll need to fill in these blanks. You'll figure out what the pattern is. 8, 10, 12. You gotta figure out this pattern too. 55, 60, 65. What would go here then? Okay? You'll do great. Use your hundreds chart to help you down here if you're not sure when you're skip counting by this amount.